What St. John understood after Christmas that most people miss. Christmas is over. The lights are coming down. Leftover rice is in the fridge. Life quietly resumes. And most people think the story is finished. But St. John, the apostle closest to Jesus, thought the opposite. He believed Christmas had only just begun, not with angels, not with shepherds, but with something deeper, something unsettling, because after Christmas, St. John saw what most people miss, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Here's something strange. Matthew gives us kings and stars, Luke gives us shepherds and songs, but John skips the manger. No sheep, no angels, no Bethlehem postcard. Instead, he opens his gospel like this: In the beginning was the Word. That's not Christmas decoration language. That's after Christmas language. John isn't telling you what happened, he's telling you what it means. Because John is writing for people who already celebrated and still didn't understand. John's message after Christmas is uncomfortable. Here it is, plain and simple. God didn't visit humanity. He moved in, not for a moment, not for a season, forever. That changes everything. Because if God truly entered human life, then ordinary moments are no longer ordinary. Your kitchen, your tired prayers, your routine days. St. John understood this after Christmas. Most people don't. They pack away the nativity and go back to life as if nothing happened. John says that's the mistake. Here's the truth St. John saw clearly. Christmas isn't an event, it's a shift in reality. God didn't return to heaven and leave us behind. He stayed, and that means your suffering now matters, your body matters, your choices matter, because God entered all of it. John wants you to ask a dangerous question. If God became human, what excuse do I have for living unchanged? There's a reason the church places St. John's feast after Christmas. It's intentional. The church is saying, now that you have celebrated, now you must understand. John doesn't let us stay sentimental. He pushes us deeper, past the baby, past the nostalgia, straight into the mystery. God chose weakness. God chose closeness. God chose permanence. And once you grasp that, you can't live casually anymore. There's one line in John's Gospel people read too fast. And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. God didn't build a palace. He moved into the mess. St. John understood this after Christmas, and it terrified him in a good way. Because if God chose closeness, then God is unavoidable. After Christmas, prayer changes. It's no longer shouting into the sky, it's whispering to someone already near. St. John knew this. That's why his writings felt intimate, personal, almost intrusive, because God isn't distant anymore. He is present, even when prayer feels dry, even when you feel nothing, especially then. Here's what most people miss after Christmas. If God entered human life, then holiness is no longer optional. Not perfection, not performance, but attention, awareness, choosing love in small places. St. John isn't impressed by big words. He cares about how you live on Tuesday afternoon. I used to think Christmas was the high point. Now I think it's the doorway. The real challenge starts after, when nothing feels special anymore. That's where St. John meets us and says, look again, God is still here. St. John understood something radical after Christmas. God didn't come to impress us, He came to stay. And the question it leaves us with isn't theological, it's personal. Will you live as if God is still here or as if Christmas already passed? Because for St. John, Christmas never really ends. It follows you into ordinary life. God bless you.